Well, today we are talking about how biblical contexts correlate with effective speaking and business ethics. And so I want to take a hit up on Proverbs 11, verse 1. And it talks on how dishonesty disgusts God in business, whereas your fair dealings delight Him. And I was going from there, and I was continuing to look through some of the business ethics and all, and how they relate to biblical scripture. And I was reminded of a passage in Matthew in the 6th chapter and verse 21. It says, "For where your treasure is, also lies your heart." So we see where our heart is, and it'll tell a lot about how our business ethics are. So when we move further in Matthew, from there up to the 24th verse of the 6th chapter, it says that no one can serve two masters. If you try, you will end up loving the first and hating the second, or vice versa. Or furthermore, some people try and serve both God and money, and you just can't do that, see? And it further reminded me of a passage in Mark. The 36th and 37th verses of Mark 8, it says, "What profit is it to gain the whole world but lose your soul? For what can you trade of your worth, of anything you have, that you can pay for your soul?" And the last verse that really stuck out to me in business ethics was Proverbs 22:1. A good reputation is preferable to riches, and the approval of others is better than precious silver or gold. And furthermore, when you're talking on effective speaking, you always need effective speaking when you're in business, whether it be speaking to your employees on concepts, or speaking to a group of consumers and customers on products, right down to effectively speaking in prayer, praying for the day, praying that you have no flares or flaws to come up. Even the people that curse you. As we are reminded in Luke chapter 6, verses 28 and 31, it says, "Keep speaking blessings on those who curse you. Keep praying for those who mistreat you. Think of the kindness you wish others would show you. Do the same for them. For all things are possible if you believe," as we are reminded in Mark chapter 9, verse 23. And furthermore, don't forget that while you are speaking and effectively speaking, that some of the greatest points in speaking is to listen. Hear what others have to say. It's probably one of my favorite verses, and one I bring up often to my family and all, especially when no matter how many times you tell them something, they don't seem to listen. Matthew 11:15 always comes up. "He who has ears, let him hear." You know, that for me speaks the loudest. For I'm always reminded that no matter how much you try and remind someone else to listen, if you think on your own life, you're always reminded of where you should listen better. and to truly understand what he's saying, it isn't fully of listening and hearing, but more listening with a hearing ear, that you may understand a deeper meaning and further want to seek forth the biblical truths underlying the parables and what you see at this level to where God is speaking on his level. Thank you. I hope this touches your heart and that you hear it and it speaks to you. God bless.